What are rotations? A rotation is a transformation where you turn a figure about a given point. The amount of rotation is called the angle of rotation and is measured in degrees. In the previous lesson, we learned how to perform counterclockwise rotations. Now, I will explain clockwise rotations. Clockwise rotations move in the direction of the hands on a clock. Each order pair is moved in a circular motion to the right from a given point on the coordinate plane. Oh my, I received an alert. One of the parents is so excited to hear that the students are about to learn how to do clockwise rotations. She's in the parking lot doing donuts in a clockwise motion because she and her child are so excited and can't wait. Cut the shenanigans. I'm on my way. Clockwise rotations. As explained in counterclockwise rotations, clockwise rotations move 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, or 360 degrees. One quadrant turn represents 90 degrees. 180 degrees represents two quadrant turns. 270 degrees represent three quadrant turns. And 360 degrees represents four quadrant turns. Steps to rotate an image. You'll ask yourself the following question. Step 1. In what quadrant is the given point located? Step 2. How many degrees am I asked to rotate this point? Clockwise or counterclockwise? Step 3. In what quadrant will the new point land? Step 4. What are the signs for this particular quadrant? After these 4 steps, you'll consider the degrees of rotation table. For 90-degree rotations, you'll take note of the steps from 3 and 4, switch the order of the x and y values without the signs. For 180-degree rotations, you'll keep the ordered pair just as it is. Only do the opposite of both the x and y coordinates. For 270-degree rotations, take note of the signs from steps 3 and 4. Switch the order of the x and y values without the signs. For 360-degree rotations, it's the same order pair. You are back where you started.
Are you ready?
All right, so we're looking at the 8.3 rotations practice clockwise sheet, which is located on the back of your notes handout. The directions read, find the coordinates of the vertices of each figure after the given transformation. All right, so number 1, we're going to do a 90 degrees clockwise rotation. If you look at the last slide, we can look at the steps to rotate an image. First thing we're going to do is see what quadrant is the given point located. That's point A is located in quadrant 1, and the coordinates for point A is 1, 3. Then we look to see how many degrees is being asked to rotate, which is 90 degrees clockwise. That means we're going to do one quadrant turn to the right. All right, so step 3. In which quadrant will the new point land? If quadrant A is in quadrant 1, clockwise to the right, we will end up in quadrant 4. So step 4 says, what are the signs for this particular quadrant? Let's take note of this. Our final answer will be in quadrant 4. And the signs for quadrant 4, X is positive and Y is negative. All right, if we look at the degrees of rotation chart, it reads, for 90-degree rotations, take note of the signs for from steps 3 and 4. We've already done that. And then it says, switch the order of the X and Y values, but do not include the signs. So we're not going to include the signs that are already here, but we're just going to switch the order of the numbers. Since this is 1 and 3, we'll switch it to 3 and 1. Now, our new ordered pair for our 90-degree clockwise rotation, X is positive 3, Y is negative 1. Positive 3, negative 1 is right here. So here is A prime. Positive 3, negative 1. All right, let's move on over to example number 2. We're doing a 180-degree rotation. Step 1, point M is located in quadrant 2. The ordered pair for M is X is negative 1 and Y is positive 4. So we're asked to rotate it 180 degrees. And it doesn't say clockwise or counterclockwise, but it really doesn't matter for 180-degree rotations. So step 3 says, in which quadrant will the new point land? A 180-degree rotation, that is 2 quadrant turns. And since we're doing this clockwise, let's rotate it clockwise. So we'll go to the right 2 quadrants. Here's 1. And then from this quadrant to this quadrant. So again, this point, M prime, will end up in quadrant 4. Let's take note of the signs. In quadrant 4, the X values are positive and the Y values are negative. All right, so let's look at the degrees of rotation charts for 180-degree rotations. It says for 180-degree rotations, keep the order pair. So we're going to keep this order pair the same order. We'll just do the opposite of the X and Y coordinates. So we can actually just take the signs off and keep this same exact order. So 1 and 4, 1 and 4. Therefore, our new ordered pair will be positive 1, negative 4. Positive 1, negative 4. It's right here in quadrant 4. And here is M prime. All right, let's take a look at number 3. Number 3, we're asked to do a 270-degree clockwise rotation. All right, so number 3, point C. Point C is located in quadrant 3. The ordered pair is X is negative 4 and Y is negative 2. So a 270-degree clockwise rotation, we're asked to do that clockwise, and that is 3 turns, 3 quadrant turns. So therefore, we're in this quadrant, so we're going to go 1, 2. We're going through 2 quadrants, and our final answer will be in quadrant 4. Take note of your signs. In quadrant 4, the X values are positive and the Y values are negative. All right, let's take a look at our degrees of rotation charts for 270-degree rotations. It reads, you'll take note of the signs from 3 and 4. We've taken note of the signs. And then it says switch the order of the X and Y values, but don't include the signs. So we're going to take the signs off and switch the order. Since this is 4 and 2, we're going to switch it to 2 and 4. So 2 will come first, 4 will come last. Therefore, our new ordered pair for this 270-degree clockwise rotation will be positive 2, negative 4. Positive 2, negative 4. Here is C prime. Last but not least, number 4, we're doing a 360-degree clockwise rotation. We're looking at point D. Point B, D, the order pair for D is -2, +2. So for this 360-degree rotation, is 4 turns. Clockwise means we're going to the right. So let's go ahead and turn this. 1 quadrant turn, 2 quadrant turns, 3 quadrant turn, and 4 quadrant turn. So this time I'm going to end up in quadrant 2. And let's take note of our signs. In quadrant 2, the x values are negative and the y values are positive. So our chart says for 360-degree rotation, it's the same order pair. You're back where you started. So we'll keep the order pair exactly the same, which is -2, +2. And let's graph this point. -2, +2 is right back on the same point. And we'll note that this is D prime. Here's to our examples.